Tak jedem. Co se asi stane? Pokračujeme. Jen to tady pomlátit. Tahle halapart nedává jako čočky. Ty vole, to nejde vykryt. Co to bylo? Aha. Byla celkem přesná. V těch velkých soubojích tyhle ty... Tam propracovaný systém boje se smazává totálně. On vlastně měl louskáčka, proto se zvednul. Tady je zavřená brána dole, to nevím, jestli jdu otevřít vůbec, ale podle mě ne.
You rat! Come out and fight like a man! I don't think so. I like it better right here. Would you rather hide behind my wife like some mangy whelp? I could just as easily cut her throat. I have hostages enough. And strong walls to protect me. Bring him here!
To je Barney.
What do you want, you viper? Let me think. Actually, there's nothing I want from you. Except maybe to see you all die. Fire! Burn it down!
Christ. Are you all right?
I'll live. But I don't think I'll be wielding a sword for a while.
Oh, we have men enough for sword wielding. The good Lord is harder to come by.
How the hell did they get Radzik? I didn't make it to the gate.
He was charging against reinforcements from the castle.
We have to save Sir Rad... my father, somehow.
And we have to save my wife. And get our home back.
My friend, I think you know as well as I. We have to lay siege.
No. No, that is our last resort. We have to try all our other options.
Sir, if a few men could scale the western wall after dark, maybe they could get inside, free the hostages, and open the gate. That is, if they're holding them in the courtyard, as we've always done.
Well, that's a big if. What if they're seen and they can't raise the portcullis quietly?
Sir Hanish, if we can save just one hostage.
It's a perilous undertaking. Who would you send?
I'll go.
Then let us make ready.
Budeme potřebovat třetího tátu možná. Terminus, děkuji ti moc. Díky za resub. Díky Terminus, díky za půl roku. Prachy jsem dostal? Tak. Používal jsi to vůbec někde ve hře jakoby ty věci na svoje zbraně třeba? Možná bych si měl opravit, ne? V rychlosti. Koukám, že tam je něco fakt jako hodně rozbitýho. A je špinavýho. Nechlastej už. Můžeme dát jakoby na meč jedno. A na Diku. A na šip dalekonosný. Musím nasadit ty správný šipy, očividně, ne? Tak. Dáme opravit věci. Určitě jsem sem dal teďka ten jed z toho, ne? Vůbec bych se nedivil. Tohle už asi neopravím. Počkej, to nebyl kovář, to bylo... Tohle asi. Tak. No, to se ušetří. Odpočetost únava je v pohodě. Tak jdeme za bořkem. Mám je hodit něco do kotlíku. Ty vole, hodíme něco do kotlíku. A co když jim dáme do kotlíku třeba, já nevím. Dáme jim tam milenec. A měsíčkový odvar. Pohylujeme je. Tak. To bude zajímavá noc pro ně.
God be with you.
I have some trophies.
Show me. Good work. That's the way.
I'd like to improve.
Certainly.
I want to achieve.
You can't become a master.
Aha.
Well, I'm ready.
Are you sure? You should wear lightweight black clothing. Anything you don't need, you can leave here. I don't want you clanking around in plate armor.
Of course. I'll...
Všechny zboží, no. Ta zbroj. To nemám, no. To nemám. Jsem ready. Kde mám sebrat černý hadry, tyjo? Já je nepotřebuji, ne? Bude v pohodě. Škoda, že mám tu robu, no. Tu mnižskou, to jsem... Že to zvládnu, tyjo, za co mě mají. Půjdu tam na Petra Čecha. To bych chytám.
I'm ready.
Are you sure? You should wear
Yes, I'm ready to go.
Pej, to máš na sušáku.
If any of you are having second thoughts, this is your last chance to speak. Very well. So I hope we're all clear on what has to be done. We need to free the hostages to deprive Toth of his advantage. Now he'll be keeping them somewhere where they can be guarded, but somewhere separate from his other men.
And where would that be?
We always kept our captives in the house on the Bailey by the stables.
What if they're in their tower or somewhere else?
Then we'll have to go to the gate and try to open it. But that will take time and attract attention. So we can only do it if we know exactly how things stand. And if they sound the alarm, before we've done anything, we get out of there quick. Understood?
And leave them there?
Better a couple of hostages than a pile of corpses. Lord Capon, are you quite certain you want to engage in this action?
Quite.
So,
After all, it
yeah.
can't be much different from sneaking out of the upper castle in Rattay and back in every night. Besides, who else will keep this hothead from raising bloody mayhem?
I'll see to it that you do, my lord.
Možná budu muset nějaké oblečení po cestě, tyjo.
May God guide our footsteps.
To asi nepůjde.
This will be something. They'll be telling stories about this mate.
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
What are they waiting for?
Quiet, for fuck's sake.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet.
Se bagli, no.
Right on the battlements. Fuck this waiting, I'm gonna climb.
No jistě. Když jsme se nalitej, no to dal jsem si tak jako na kuráž. Našli dobrý místo, co? Tady bylo u dvou loučí.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it.
buffoon.
Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
V pohodě, mám Diku namačenou v měsíčkách. To slyšeli? Tohle už asi museli slyšet. Dobrý.
We can't get this moving without being noticed. First, we have to find the hostages. It'll all go a lot easier if no one sees us. And fooling around with the portcullis is bound to draw attention. First, we have to find the hostages. Then we can come back and deal with the rest.
Si dáme ten, ne? To nemám? Jak ji můžu zabít, mi to nešlo? Možná jsem měl Diku u sebe.
Easy now. We're almost there. Let's not fuck it up at the 11th hour. Careful here. All doors lead to the courtyard. All it takes is for one man to go for a piss and he'll see us. Any time now. Patience. He has to move. Jesus. Get a fucking move on, man.
To je můj kůň, ne tohleto, není? Je. To nejsou kámoši. Je to jsou kámoši, ty vole, jsem se lek. Ty borci vypadají jako takoví ti, co byli zranění. Už jsem se lek, že tady budu muset to.
Where's Sir Radzig and Lady Stephanie?
Lady Stephanie? She's not here. She must be held somewhere else.
Where? Where is she being held? And where's Sir Radzig?
I suppose the lady might be in her chamber. We don't know anything. They herded us here and told us not to move a muscle.
Jo, pan Vácek teďka mi bude radit, jo?
Damn it all. We'll have to go back empty-handed. I really thought we could pull it off.
We're not going anywhere. Not without my father and Lady Stephanie.
And how are we meant to find them? They're not in the stables or anywhere nearby. You want to creep right inside the palace where Toth's men are everywhere?
Yes. We can't leave them in Toth's hands.
It was hard enough getting this far, but going inside is madness. What good will it do them if we get caught?
Then we mustn't get caught.
Listen, Hal, I can appreciate your stubbornness, usually. But this could cost us our heads. At least we saved those other people.
I told you, I'm not leaving here without the hostages.
If you're determined to be a stubborn ox, go right ahead. I suppose you might as well look for your sword while you're at it. No point leaving the job half done.
Save your speeches. Are you going to help me or not?
If you want to get yourself killed, you can do it alone. But before you go raising bloody mayhem, give us time to get out of here.
Come on then. Let's get the fuck out of here before they catch us.
No jistě.
Kurva! Fuck my ass!
A je.
Fuck. I'll have to carry him out of here right now.
See for yourself! You
Must be here somewhere.
Henry! Sorry to trouble you, but could you do something quick? Run, for Christ's sake, and don't shake me so much. Run, for Christ's sake, and don't shake me so much. Run, for Christ's sake, and don't shake me so much.
Žádnou blbě, že jo? Dobrý.
Faster!
Klidu ne.
If you don't get a move on, they'll stab you in the back right under my nose.
Neskákej!
Quick! They're right behind us.
Ženská tam chtěla spáchat sebevraždu.
Admit we didn't do too well.
True, the shame of it. They drove us back before we even got anywhere. It's worse than if they'd killed us.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. We had to give it a try. If we succeeded.
If pigs had wings. I know it troubles you, but it's not over yet. We'll rescue the hostages and hang that bastard Ishvan.
Po mě nešlo zachránit, ne? Stejně bych potkal vlastně toho střelce, podle mě.
It seems, Robard, that we're running out of options.
We don't have enough men to scale the walls with ladders. And we can't afford to lose any more. We can only take Talmberg by a ruse or with superior numbers. Ruses have failed, and we don't have superior numbers.
Then we are left with no choice but to build a trebuchet. To demolish my own walls. Where is Master Fafar?
He's waiting. We sent for him as soon as...
Bring him to me. Let's not waste time.
Vy slyšíte chloupání? Tak.
Sir Divish.
You will build me a trebuchet, Master Tobias.
Trebuchet, my lord. That's not entirely in my field of expertise.
We have to take back Talmberg.
Yes, indeed, sir. I understand that.
And you are the best engineer we can rely on in the whole fiefdom.
Oh, well, thank you, my lord, but it's just that I've never built a trebuchet before. This could take some time.
Then you'd better get to it. Bernard will go over the plan of attack with you.
Oh.
Well, Master Tobias, you have much to do and little time. I will not keep you any longer.
Indeed. Of course, sir. Thank you, my lord.
How are the preparations proceeding in the other camps?
As well as can be expected under the circumstances. There are still many things that need doing, but I just don't have the time for them.
No, you don't. Henry.
Yes, sir.
I would like for you to help with the preparations in the encampments.
Gladly, sir.
Robard will brief you. That'll be all.
No podle mě ten trebušet má stavit takový ten šílený vědec. Jestli se koukali na update, tak Brian Blessed, známý herec, namlouval nějakého šíleného vědce.
What needs to be done?
Look, a military encampment's a complicated thing. I don't expect it to be as peaceful and orderly as Holy Mass. But what we have here now is havoc. The men are as nervous and short-tempered as caged bears. When you walk around the camps, you'll see for yourself. Grumbling everywhere, complaints about everything from the gruel to the fleas. They're moaning they've drunk the alehouse dry, and now they have to wait for the next batch of beer. We've got dead who deserve a decent burial, and a lot of wounded, including one of their lordships. The less the troops grumble, the better off we'll all be. But that's not even the main problem.
What do you mean?
Did you hear what Sir Divish was saying to Fafar, our master builder?
I heard some of it.
And what did you make of it?
He said he'd never built a trebuchet catapult. I wouldn't even know where to start, but he might.
But, if it'll take him as long as he said, we can't wait until Judgment Day. We don't have that much time.
I'll try to ask him if I can help in some way.
You should definitely do that. Without a trebuchet, we're much too weak.
How are you faring, Sir Robard?
How do you think I'm faring, lad? There's some cutthroat thug lolling about in my bed at the castle.
Well, at least no one's raised Talmberg.
Not so far. Though we may end up doing it ourselves to smoke the bastard out.
I imagine Sir Divish isn't taking it too well.
And why do you think he handed command over to me? But it pains my heart, too. That place is my home.
What's the easiest way to take back Talmberg?
The easiest way? Call in the Royal Army and leave it to them. But there's no Royal Army to help us now, and we can't afford to wait. What's more, we don't want to destroy the castle. Personally, I'd like to return to it.
Repairing the castle would be expensive.
And time-consuming. No trebuchets wholly on target. The missiles fly as they please. And if we blast the castle to pieces and Sigismund comes back, he'll make short work of us.
Do you think Sigismund will come back?
How do I know what's in his head? But if he doesn't take advantage of this chaos, someone else probably will. The whole country will know about it soon enough.
I'd never have thought so many people were keeping an eye on Talmberg. Like that fellow Havel.
Not only Talmberg, and we've left precious few men in Hraju. If we're defeated here, who's to stop them from pillaging the whole province? And there's no shortage of power-hungry bastards like Havel and Toth in Bohemia.
Is there some way we can get through the gate?
There are steps from the gate up to the walkway on the battlements, and I don't know how Ishtvan's covering them. Then there's the portcullis to get through. A big battering ram might breach it, but how could you get one that close? I reckon we'll have to set fire to it.
Stack up brushwood and light it?
Brushwood, timber, anything that burns, soaked in as much pitch as possible. The local charcoal burners surely have some.
And even if it doesn't burn the gate right down, it'll weaken it and make it easier to break through.
Exactly.
And what about the walls? Which side is the most vulnerable?
The south and east are solid. It would be useless to try anything there.
It's best defended from the north, and as for the west...
From the west is where we tried it, and got royally fucked, if you recall. But I think in the end we'll try that way again, only this time we'll do it better.
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Vranyk for longer. It would have been much easier there.
Toth is a wily fox. If he'd had all his men with him there would have been real carnage. It's likely we only won there because he'd already gone and taken most of his best soldiers with him.
Is there anything else?
Well, we need some pitch. I know you had dealings with the charcoal burners.
I've met a few, true enough.
Then have a look around the area. If you manage to find any pitch, bring it...
OK. Hele, ten prach bych udělal. Já se těším na ten dubbing.
Damn. God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Sir Robard sent me to you. He said you have to build a trebuchet.
Indeed. A trebuchet that can smash the walls of Tamburg. I, a mining engineer. What do I know of war machines? I'll never manage it on my own.
Well, I'd like to help you, but how? I don't know anything about trebuchets either.
Actually, there is a way you could help. Conrad Keyser came to Sasso recently. If you could get him to come here, it would save my skin.
Conrad Keyser? Who's he?
He's a scholar who studied medicine, but he also designed siege engines. He even took part in the siege of Nicopolis, together with Sigismund.
You're still an engineer, though. Couldn't you build it yourself?
Are you serious? Do you know how complicated such a machine is? What forces are at work in the contraption? If we were lucky, it wouldn't fire at all. Far more likely it would smash itself to smithereens and kill lots of us instead of the enemy.
He was with Sigismund.
It's not so straightforward. They quarrelled after the battle, after Conrad blamed their defeat on Sigismund.
I don't suppose he took that too well.
Quite. That's what led to Conrad being banished from Prague and making a base at Betlen Castle.
Banished? Like a common criminal?
He was a member of the court and a doctor and a master engineer, so nothing quite that bad befell him. I've even heard he has a whole host of wise men with him and they're writing some book together.
What's he doing here in Sassau?
They sent him over here to help with building the monastery. No doubt they had to pay handsomely to get him.
And how am I supposed to get him here? Abduct him?
Well, only if all else fails. We need his cooperation. Try having a word with him. By all accounts, he hates Sigismund.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Thank you, Henry. Maybe we will build that trebuchet after all.
OK. To bych šel udělat hnedka. Takže tady. Tak jdeme. Dobrý? No to se těším. To se hodně těším. Nevím, jestli to koukali na YouTube, na Warhorse YouTube kanál. Tak tam jsem střelal video přesně o Brian Blessedovi, který to daboval. A byl ve video updatech a tak. To může být dost dobrý. A zábavný. To může být hodně dobrý quest. Brian Blessed, to je takový starý herec, hrál dříve, úplně takovým tom prvním filmu hrál Flasha Gordona. Brian Blessed. Vyhledej si to. No má pomáhat se stavbou, takže bude někde tady. Ne? Asi se budu muset poptat. Ano, hrál v Black Adder taky, ano. Takovýho toho.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Keyser?
And what do you want from the old buzzard? Never mind, what do I care?
Je mu 81, no. To je borec. Já jsem ho neposlouchal, ježišmarja.
And what do you want? Never mind, what do I care? It's the big house.
Jak se tam jde? Ahoj mistře, už to bude nějaký pálek, za tě obdivuju. Tečka. Díky za půl roku, Caltik. Děkuji moc. Díky ti. Jako doporučuji se podívat na jejich YouTube video, co jsem zrovna střelal já. Přímo jako o něm, takový malý medalionek. Je to dost jako zajímavý. Takže tak někdo to prosím linkněte do komentu, ať se lidi můžou podívat. Počkej, já podle mě to blbě teda, rozhodně asi nebude ve sklepě, ne, ty vole.
Oh, come on. What are you trying? Good health to you, sir.
Whose house is this?
It's our local custodians. The most esteemed Sir Sebastian, Baron von Berg.
You don't seem to think very much of him.
But of course I do. A man with a nose so stuck up that it acts as a rain funnel can't be all bad.
What does the custodian do anyway?
Well, he's meant to look after the local community and keep the peace.
But
in fact, he seems more interested in robbing everyone blind.
I'm much obliged. Is this where Conrad Keyser lives?
Indeed. The world-renowned Conrad Keyser.
World-renowned?
If not yet, then soon. Our Master Keyser is a mastermind. You wouldn't believe the things he comes up with. You'll be hearing more of him, you mark my words.
I need to speak to him.
Oh really? Whatever for?
Tobias Fayfire has sent me. He is asking Master Conrad for help with the siege of Talmberg.
Must be important then. Go in. Well, I don't know how he can help from here. Here's the key.
You look bored.
Beyond tears.
How can you be bored here in Sasau, in such a holy place, filled with knowledge?
Don't even talk to me about it. They won't let you touch the books, they don't want to talk to you, and when I wanted to look at the remains of St. Procopius at least, they ran me off. Me! Like some kind of thief. What good is the whole blasted monastery if I can't even do that?
Maybe I could help you.
How? You're not planning some mischief, are you?
No, not at all. I was going to bring you something from the cave under the monastery where he spent his time. You can get in there, you could touch it for luck, and then I'd return it.
Oh, now. You'd do that for me?
Of course.
Then I'd be very grateful to you.
To jsem někde sebral už?
I've got a bowl for you from the cave of St. Procopius.
A bowl? I was expecting something a little different.
Behold.
Ah. Is it really from St. Procopius?
Yes. From his cave. A truly astonishing place. This surely has miraculous powers.
You're right. My God, you're right. Such holiness. I'm in your debt, Henry. How can I repay you?
Thanks, but I don't want anything. I was glad to help.
Truly? Well, Thank you.
My pleasure.
And Henry,
Yes?
I just wanted to touch it for luck. You took something you shouldn't have. I expect you'll put it back.
To nebude motion select, jo. Co se to jak vypadá, já vlastně vůbec nevím, jak vypadá ve hře. Sebastian z hory.
By the horn of Joshua, you startle me. I thought you were urban. What do you want?
Sir, Tobias Fayfar, the master builder and engineer from Skalitz, sends his greetings.
Fayfar? Tobias Fayfar? I've heard of him. He invented an interesting mining machine. What does he need?
Sir, have you heard what's been going on in Talmberg?
I've heard a thing or two. Is it true the castle's been taken?
It has, and we want to take it back. Master Fayfar has been given the task of building a trebuchet, but he's not sure he can manage it.
I doubt it myself. Building siege engines is an entirely different kettle of fish than mining. Damn, I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and I can't leave here right now.
Why can't you leave?
That's a long story. I was a little, more than a little, critical of Sigismund's efforts at Nicopolis. And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat, he didn't particularly appreciate my criticism. Then, when Sigismund abducted the king, I didn't feel too secure in Prague, so I left. Perhaps left is the wrong word. Some might say I was banished. In any case, I went to Bettelern Castle.
They locked you up in Bettelern?
Not quite. It's a royal castle. They leave me to my own devices there. Frankly, this so-called banishment has been a bit of a blessing. I have peace and quiet to attend to my opus and a band of able assistants. Although I have lost quite a few of my patrons thanks to all this unrest.
And why are you here in Sasau?
To be honest, I need the money.
Money, sir? You don't seem like a man who lives in want.
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself. It's to fund my opus. That's why I agreed to help with the construction of the monastery. So you see, I can't simply take my leave.
What is it you're working on, sir?
Belli Fortis. A great book of war machines and weapons. My opus magnum, my legacy. All you have seen here are but snippets of my great work. Mark my words. One day, our whole world will be run by machines and inventions not yet dreamed of.
Of course. Any day now, they'll plough our fields and milk our cattle.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking aloud about things for battle. Could I help you escape, perhaps?
Who says I want to?
But you said you couldn't leave, sir.
Young man, I can't leave because I gave my word I'd help with the building of the monastery here. And my word is my bond. I have no intention of sneaking away like some criminal.
Who do you work for here?
My contract is with the abbot himself, but I discussed the work details with Carol, the monastery's master builder.
Could I not just pay off the master builder for your services?
I doubt it. Carol is only interested in the construction. As long as he has the money to pay the craftsman's wages, that's all he needs.
Ah, as long as he has enough for wages, you say?
Yes, what are you thinking?
Couldn't Carol be persuaded somehow? After all, the defence of the province is at stake.
I realize that, but Sassa Monastery has always kept its neutrality. What's more, the abbot isn't here at present, and without his permission, Carol won't be persuaded. But I might have another idea.
What do you suggest?
Carol received his commission in writing. If you found it, we could, we could copy the abbot's seal and signature on our own document.
That's a curiously interesting idea.
My inventiveness has many applications. I could be back here before the abbot, so he won't even know I was gone.
How do I get my hands on the commission?
It will be somewhere in his quarters. You'll need to get it quickly and put it back before he notices it's gone. I suggest waiting until evening. That's when Carol usually goes to the tavern to play dice. He's fond of his dice. Maybe you can take advantage of that somehow.
Right. I'll see what I can do. You really can't come with me right away?
Damn. I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and I can't leave here right now.
I'll try and find some way of getting you out of here.
Look here, I don't want any trouble. You better talk to Hraju, the master builder.
OK. Má zajímavou místnost teda. Zajímalo by mě, co tady má uvnitř. Tady to uložíme. Možná se to uložilo vlastně. Kolik je? 16? Před 15 minutami. Uložíme. Já bych zkusil jako se podívat k němu do truhlíček, jen tak jako ze zvědavosti. Ok, tenhle neotevřu. Doufám, že mu to nebude vadit. Já tam čekal nějaký ty vole knížky a spisy a plány a... OK. Tak, podíváme se teda na questy. Zjistí, aby Karel neměl na výplaty. A zároveň mu ukradni listiny, takže Ačko, Bčko. Tak jdeme. Mazni převleč se trošku triggeru, a to je proto? Ty jako nefandíš Petrovi Čechovi? Však... Že se nestydíš?
God be with you.
I need some help from Master Conrad.
Then go and talk to him.
The thing is, he's already agreed, but he'd have to go to Talmberg.
I can't consent to that. He signed a contract for building the monastery, and we pay him a pile of coin for every day he spends here.
Supposing I compensated you for his brief absence, perhaps with some coin?
What use would coin be to me if the monastery roof collapses? Then I'd be the one having to pay compensation.
But the conquest of Talmberg is more important for the province.
From what I hear, it's awfully important first and foremost for your lord. Sassau's always been neutral. Anyway, I take my orders directly from the abbot.
Conrad would only have to leave for a few days. Surely you can manage without him for a short while.
We might, if he didn't get himself killed there. I've given my answer. No. He stays here until the abbot says otherwise, and the abbot isn't here at the moment.
Thank you for your invaluable assistance.
You're welcome.
May God reward you in kind.
To asi musím tady dolečkem vejít ven, ne? Co, tady jsem ještě nebyl. Ukáž. Já nevidím. Já z Byšova, opat kláštera Petr z Byšova, pověřuju stavitel Karle, provedení stavebních prací, blablabla. Na zemi zacadli, jasně. No, Karle jsme mu smlouvu. Cool. To jak to je hustý. To je 3D tisk. A mám s tím... Ukaž pověření Konradovi, zajistě, aby Karl neměl výplaty. To mám jako ukradnout? Čekáme, až odejde borec. No to není moc peněz. To možná bude mít nahoře. Ale spíš musím najít nějakého borce, co to vyplácí. Tady nic nebylo, ne? Počkej, co tady máme? Ty výplaty musím nějak zajistit. Nahoře ještě jedna druhá? Fakt? Jsem si nevšiml? Hned vlevo? Je tady. Takově. Obrát ho v kostkách, které naruživě hraje, nebo si prostě tromfnul přímo okrast? Tohle bude blbý, no. Já nevím, kde jsem ho uložil. Ale ty vole... Moc se mi jako nechce, no. Nejdřív se střelit větve z klášteru, střel vedle toho kmenu, toho stromu. Asi počkáme na noc. Až půjde spinkat. Nebo na večer, můžeme na ty kostky. Já mám nějaký kostky, ne, které jsem získával všude možně, tak tam možná budou nějaký... Fejkový. Zkusíme ty kostky nejdřív. To je možná moc pozdě, ne? To je možná moc pozdě. Jdeme do hospody. Kostky mám nejspíš v inventáři.
I hear you like to play dice.
Always.
No počkej, ale o kolik? To jsem nechtěl, teď jsem dal... OK, tak... OK. Podle mě s ním musím pokecat. Podle mě s ním musím pokecat. A jak to, že mi vlastně nešlo použít ty kostky, co jsem měl odložený? Tam nevidíme jednu jedničku. A je. To riskneme. Nevidíme jeho skóre? Já taky ne. Jestli vás to potěší. Je to pod webkou. Když tady posunu takhle webko bych viděl. Má 200, jo, zatím. Má 200. Ečkem jsem měl vykrypnout, ok, tak příště. Mně chybí 2 kila, že jo? Tak 12 má 200. Teď mám 400. Jako mohli by mě přestat zdravit, no. 50, jo, počkejte, já s ním zkusím pokecat, co mi řekne. To stačí? Jako pade?
Are you sure you won't release Conrad? You won't be gone long?
Not a chance.
Well, anyway, I've heard it said there's not enough money to finish the construction. So, I thought as a lover of architecture, I might contribute.
How the hell do you know that?
That's neither here nor there. The important thing is to let me help you.
How much will you give, damn you?
Satisfied?
That's not enough.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Very well then. Keys are good.
Vyhraje u něj 50 a už se tady to, jo.
Those are my last goddamn groschen.
I've just realised, without that money, you'll be short of coin for Conrad.
Ah, yeah.
You fucker!
What a shame.
What?
If you allow Conrad a short sabbatical and town.
That's what you had up your...
Agreed then?
I'll give you one...
Tady jsem dvakrát splnil quest, OK. Tak. Ver kamere, za půl hodiny řeknu veškeré info. Tak jo, tak to jdeme odevzdat. Škoda, že jsem nemohl použít tu smlouvu vlastně, no. Co, vzbudíme ho? Aha.
They're after me! Sweet Jesus, I knew this day would come!
What? Who is? Carol said you can leave and...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door! Not now!
Please, calm down and tell me what's going on.
They're after me!
Who? Who's after you?
Sigismund's people, of course!
Why would they be after you?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. Now he's decided to pay me back. What am I to do?
What makes you think someone's after you?
When I was on my way to Sassau, I saw Baron Pekar in Kostelitz. He was with Sigismund on the crusade, as was I. Now I've been told he was seen at the local tavern. And a stranger's been creeping around the gardens here late at night. My God, there are signs someone was trying to force the door. They're after me, Henry. The Lord preserve me. They want to kill me.
Take it easy. If someone's after you, I'll see to it.
I don't know. What if he sneaks past you?
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if anyone starts creeping around after dark, I'll catch him.
You will, won't you? Good, good. And be sure to hide well. If he sees you, he won't come. Damn!
OK. Jedno, kdy si mám počítat, jo? Na zahradě nebo tady? OK, počkáme na půlnoc. Počkáme tady teda. Protože za chvilku. Tak už prostě počkáme. Já už nemám sejvovice, nebo mi jde ukládat? Nemám sejvovice. Tak se tady někam schováme. Co je za chvilku? A nemají být známky toho vloupání někde? No, už to bude. Nedělám 100%, ale plně všechny vedlejší questy a tak. O takové hry mi přijde škoda to nedělat. No, už by měl jít. To je v nějaký jámě, ty vole. O půlnoci tam bylo, že jo? Možná jsem ho vylekal tím, že tady běhám jak mentál? Počkej si o půlnoci na vraha. No každopádně má půl hodiny zpoždění. No těžko říct, no. Možná rád nepočítá s tím, že někdo bude fakt jako idiot čekat na ty hodiny, ale přetočí si to nějak. No nejspíš jsem to jako zesral, no. Tak já tady někam zalezlu, přetočím na další půlnoc, uvidíme, co se stane, jo. Tady někam zalezu. Tak jako zkusíme přetočit. Malfixy, já jsem přesně o půlnoci jsem byl schovaný a nikdo nebyl vidět z dálky. Spíš jsem ho vylekal. A. Tamhle.
Bloody thing.
Sebereme mu meč. Jdeme ho odníst, uvidíme, jak to bude fungovat. Jaha, já nemůžu otevřít. Tak pojď. Podle mě takhle to nemělo dělat. Mám takový pocit, že hra s tím nebude počítat. Za dlouho se probudí. No. Dám mu hoďku. To by mohlo stačit, ne? Každopádně borec nemá zbraň, jo, tak snad mu neublíží. Dobře, no. Jako hra prostě s určitýma věcmi prostě nepočítá, no. Co tu mám jako říct? Ta hra prostě úplně nepočítá s každou blbostí, který hráč může udělat, no. Trošičku podvádí, no. A mám pocit, že ten quest je teďka broken, protože jestli on teďka nepřijde o půlnoci znova, tak s tím konadem si už nepokecám. Ok, jsem ho nesplnil. Houston, máme problém. Tohle vidím jako na load nějaký, no. Myslím, že hra úplně jako nepočítá s takzvaně s demencí. Ale ty vole, postavěj tam vraha. Zády ke mně. To jako nepočítali s tím, že by někdo vole ho omráčil a daj tam možnost ho omráčit. A ten quest každopádně jako vypadá, že mi napsal, že failed, ale je tady stále, no. Já nevím, jako tohle mi přijde naprosto jako logické jako jednání, že prostě vidíš, že borce jak si láme to do toho, víš, že to je vrah a je tam možnost omráčit, ho prostě omráčíš. Tak neměli by kurva u těch questových úkolů teda, když ho tady postaví zády. To je záznam jeho streamu, nebo co to bylo? Proč je kurva nahej? Jsem ti sálem meč? Teďka mi vážně bude vyskakovat, vole, hláška, vole, lidi vnímají tvoje činy? Kam ty vole zdrhá? No očividně něco špatně. No jestli chápu dobře, tak jsme ho obrali, sebrali jsme mu zbraň, on se probudil, omráčený, Hraju poslal někam do háje, protože očividně tady nemá co dělat, po cestě ho někdo ukradl mu šaty, protože je to prostě ajíčko, tak mělo za úkol se vrátit, vrátil se nahatý. Jako...
Well, did you find anyone?
I did.
And?
He's dead. He was an assassin, all right.
Lord have mercy. Was it Baker?
Yes. I saw him all too clearly.
So they are after me. I knew it. Sweet Jesus. There'll be more. I need to hide away somewhere.
Come to Townburg. You'll be surrounded by a whole garrison there.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that does make sense. Thank you, Henry. I'm in your debt. We'll meet at Townburg. Hey, watch it. I'll rip.
No každopádně se to neuložilo, já nám si o věci a musím teďka vypnout, zařizovat PUBG turnaj. Takže uděláme to tak, že v příštím díle dáme nějaký speedrun, velmi rychlej. A zkusíme s ním pokecat, uvidíme, jak by se vyvíjel ten quest, kdybych s ním pokecal. A pak budeme klasicky pokračovat dál.